Hello everybody, Princess Bear here, and we're back this time for Nowruz.
Persian New Year. Eid Mobarak, everybody.
Yes, so we are celebrating Persian New Year because this is, well, the princess's culture.
It's my holiday.
You don't see a lot of this in this channel, but we felt we'd give you a little bit of taste of it to show you how we celebrate this basically every year. Of course, because it's us, drinks today. I haven't told the princess what she's drinking, so this will be a nice surprise for her. Or maybe a horrible surprise. I don't know.
Now, Iranians don't really drink liquor because they're Islamic Republic, but before they were an Islamic nation, they did drink liquor, so.
And you're not. Well,
I'm not Muslim.
There.
Yeah.
Any guesses?
It smells like Jameson.
Not Jameson. There's actually no Jameson in this. I'm sorry. It's a Maker's Mark, though.
Oh, okay. Just a like half glass pour over all this ice?
Yeah. Probably more ice than you need.
Definitely.
We don't want to be in a short glass, but you know, you live and you learn. Want you to drink cold or not?
I guess I do.
Boom.
Cheers. Or salut, salumati, however you want to say it in Farsi.
Yes, my Farsi is terrible. I don't speak Farsi at all. What few words I know, I've learned from her.
What is in that?
Whiskey sour.
Okay.
It's both whiskey and sour, according to her face.
It's very sour.
Maybe a little heavy on the lemon juice. Just a tad.
Oof. Not like we aren't going heavy on the lemon juice with all the Persian food that I'm making.
Yes, so we're making the entire spread of like your Persian favorites. So we're
doing vegan and non-vegan.
Yes, we are. Of course. So we have a.
Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We went to the store. We got all of our stuff.
Some prepping. So we showed you. Well, we got some Persian food items at a local Persian store here in Orlando or Greater Orlando area.
Lakeland, I think.
Longwood,
whatever.
Longwood.
Something that starts with an L.
One of those L things. What's this?
Salmon.
Explain.
This is everything that I need for gourmet sabzi, so I don't have to buy all of the seasonings individually. This is the cheap way to do it. Yes. I put these on tofu. They're amazing. This is for kubita. I think you can. You also need this for gourmet sabzi.
We're better now, huh?
Make sure you wash your rice, people. Don't be dirty. That's the other cheap way to make gourmet sabzi is one of these cans. You want some lavashai?
I do.
Cherry? Dried lime. Every Persian woman has dried lime in the house. They do. Persian June, just like here already. Top it with things.
Do you eat it with lavash, you said? Lavash?
Yeah, you eat it with lavash, especially Persian June.
It's tempting.
So we set up our Haft-seen. A Haft-seen is a table. If you guys were here with us last year when we did our live stream on Nowruz, we did kind of go over Haft-seen the table. But I'll just give you a brief rundown of what's on the table this year. So we have sumac. Sumac is something, it's crushed berries. We put that in our food. We put that everywhere. It represents the spice of life, so that's why we have that on the table.
No, we do like it spicy.
Next is vinegar. Vinegar is supposed to represent patience and age, so we have that on the table. Sanjeed is a specific type of dried fruit. It's fruit from a lotus flower, but we couldn't get that, so we just got dates. Dates are fine. It's just dried fruit in general is what you want to have on the table. That represents love and affection. Then we have samanu, which is like a wheat pudding. That is also something that Persian people eat all of the time. You can spread it on like toast or lavash in this case, and just eat it like a sweet, like a peanut butter type.
A dipper spread.
And that it is like kind of a sweet pudding, so it represents the sweetness of life. Sabzi is like a wheatgrass, or it's just like a grass that you grow in your house. I tried to do it this year. I failed. So we went and got like a little grass from the pet store. That's usually where I get it. Wheatgrass, any type of grass really works. The sabzi represents rebirth and the renewal of nature, which is what we get on the first day of spring, which is Persian New Year. Seep, the apple represents health and beauty, so you want a nice, beautiful apple on your table. Garlic represents good health. Everybody knows you can never have too much garlic when it's cooking.
That's true. If the vampires are still coming, you had enough. Enough.
Coins, I like this year. I just put big coins because they represent prosperity, and I want
a lot of prosperity for
big
us
coins
and the community.
for the channel and for everybody that watches our videos, especially these ones where we don't actually go do a food review and get to just share little pieces of us with you.
Pieces of our life. If you want to see more of this, let us know.
The hyacinth is a fake flower that I got. It represents spring. I don't really like fresh cut flowers, so that's why we go with the fake one. I think next year we'll do fake fish too. Fish does represent the movement of life, so I think a fake fish might be better. But though I don't want a fake life, so I don't know.
We'll figure something out.
It's an ethical thing, being a vegan and having a fish. Like, I have a hard time with it, especially because it has to be a goldfish, and they just die. Especially getting them from the pet store. Pet store is so depressing. Then we have eggs on the table. Eggs represent fertility, but we don't talk about fertility in this house. There's an alternate meaning that we have for eggs. It's not always just fertility, but also means wealth and prosperity. So don't flame me in the comments, other Persians, for me not bringing up the fertility piece. There's no wishing of babies happening anywhere over here. Then we have a candle. Candle represents enlightenment. I suppose we should light said candle. Enlighten ourselves. I put some cookies on there. Those are sweets. They represent sweetness, so hopefully get a little bit more sweetness out of the bear in these videos.
Rawr.
And then the last thing is the mirror. The mirror represents self-reflection, kind of thinking about how you spent this past year and like what you want to do moving forward.
Yeah. So even if you don't understand Iranian culture or Persian culture, it's a lot of things that are good for life on this table. Mm-hmm. A lot of things that represent things that we deal with all the time. And the spring is a renewal of those things.
And I think that in a lot of cultures, because this isn't a religious holiday, it's a cultural holiday. I just want to make that clear. In a lot of cultures, they do celebrate some form of spring or renewal in this time of year. And in some religions too, I could say Easter is also a type of like renewal celebration.
Yeah, I would agree.
So that is our Haft-seen.
And how early do you usually set up a Haft-seen?
You're supposed to set it up like a couple of weeks ahead of time and then keep it up until Sizdah Bedar. The first like 2 weeks of March, you're supposed to be spending that time cleaning your house, doing your normal spring cleaning that a lot of people do. So there's that. You're also supposed to go buy new clothes. You're supposed to wear new clothes today. Bear didn't get new clothes. I didn't have time to shop for new clothes, but I did get this new dress that was handmade for me as a gift from the Foolish Morgans. So big thank you to Rochelle.
We miss you guys.
We miss you guys a lot. Thank you for this dress. So we do that. We do those preparations and stuff. We jump over fire the last Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, before New Year. So this past...
Don't jump in the fire. You're jumping over the fire.
Over the fire. You can do that as a bonfire. We just do a candle. It's not. It doesn't have to be like.
Doesn't have to be like a
crazy elaborate.
Burn the witch sort of
It's
thing.
just Jack jumping over the candlestick.
You get it. I hope. No barbecuing people. That's not cute.
And then today, we're cooking food.
All sorts of traditional Persian dishes.
Yes.
So, non-vegan and vegan. Vegan and non-vegan. Whichever order you prefer. Some of the traditional Persian dishes cooked vegan. In addition to some other things. So we're cooking
lamb. And we're making it barg style. Barg is a type of kebab. But all that it really represents is how you season it. So it's a special type of seasoning that makes the lamb barg.
And then what else are we doing? Chicken kebabs.
Kebab. The jujit is chicken.
Kebab.
Jujit kebab is the standard way that most people make kebabs. I would say it's very heavy in onions,
Peppers.
I can't speak right now. Onions, lemons, and then yogurt. We put yogurt in everything. Saffron, of course, too. So the jujit kebab is a yogurt-based marinade.
It's very tender.
Yes, it does. It just eats up all those flavors.
And then we'll also be doing a vegan version with impossible meat of the
Kubide. Kubide is usually made with beef or lamb, and it's ground meat. And you take the ground meat and you make them into like little balls. You put them on the kebab, and it makes like this really beautiful chunk of usually ground beef. So we're doing that with impossible meat, so we can have that.
And then we're also making jujit kebab.
Jujit kebab.
Yep.
Vegan style. We made a chicken satine.
From
scratch, and the chicken for that was flour based. It was vital wheat gluten, flour based style chicken.
We've just recently started using a lot of homemade satine in the last 3 to 4 months. If you're plant based and you haven't tried it, you need to.
Yeah, it's so easy.
So much easier than we thought it was going to be. Like a few ingredients, and you can make plant based alt meat that tastes much better than anything you can find in the store. And you can control the ingredients. It's a lot healthier for you too.
We've done steak. We've done ham. We've done brisket. We've done so many different Salisbury. I think we did too.
Salisbury steak, yes.
Yeah, we've done all these different satines that are just each one tastes different. It's so
and now
good.
we're doing chicken, and we did a beef roast as well this time. Well, beefless roast.
We made the other thing that I made, gourmet sabzi. Gourmet sabzi is like a stew. Sabzi is like greens, grasses. So you kind of saute all these greens together and you cook them in a stew
overnight.
Like
24 hours almost.
The longer the better. 2 days, 3 days is great. The traditional way of making gourmet sabzi is with lamb or beef. So we went ahead and made our own satine. It is a black bean based vital wheat gluten beef that we turned into a loaf.
We had to stop ourselves from eating all of it before we put it in the stew because it is so tasty.
Taste it while you're cooking.
Of course.
So we did that. We then let it sit overnight, chopped it up, braised the beef on its own. Then we put it into the stew. So it should be a nice, like, textured black bean based beef, I think, which hopefully will be really good. You guys are going to find out soon when you see all of our food.
And then we're going to light up the grill and cook it all. And actually, the princess is the grill master in this house. I just light the grill. She does all the hard stuff.
And then we're going to we're also doing tofu kebab. I'm going to do kind of like a jujit kebab style, so milk based, saffron based marinade for that. And we'll be cutting up vegetables, doing veggie kebabs as well. So you'll have all of that together with the meat. Though you don't usually do like a row of veggies like you would like a Hawaiian style kebab or whatever. But we do it because vegan. And then we're also making polo, because usually you do chelo kebab, which is rice and meat. So we're making the Persian style rice with tadig, which is Persian gold. And of course, we're going to cover it all in yogurt because that's what you do. We got Greek yogurt for Bear because lactose intolerant people can eat that. And
depending on your
yogurt
level
for
of lactose intolerance, I'm in like a Goldilocks zone, the terrible, so I can have some dairy, just not a ton.
Oh, and then we also have Lavo Shack. We got 3 different flavors of Lavo Shack, which is kind of like fruit roll-up. And 2 different types of cookies. And then Bear also got dried apricots.
Yes, for treats. So that's a whole spread of delicious goodness to celebrate this new year. Persian style.
Well, we wish you all a wonderful
And
New Year.
happy Nowruz. If you guys want to see more of the princess culture or deep dives into other cultures, because we love that sort of things, by all means, let us know.
And we will be having another video soon because after New Year, Nowruz is Sizdah Bedar, and that is my favorite holiday, the 13th day after Nowruz. So look for that exciting video because we have a surprise for you there.
Yes, we do. So hit the comments if there's anything else you'd like to see, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And like this video. And if you don't comment and at least give us your opinion, if you've heard of Persian New Year before or not, Bear's just not going to eat any of this food that I prepared. None of it. He's just going to sit and sulk in a corner and not eat any of it.
Not a bite.
He's just going to be like...
But you heard the girl.
I'm working. I gotta take forever.